An improbable win last night was fueled by superhero performances and a walk-off victory for a Giants team whose confidence is sky high. Today, Tim Lincecum takes them on against a former Giants first-rounder who seems to bring his A-game against the team who drafted him. Giants going for the sweep, and it's all coming up next. Baseball here at AT&T Park. We've got a beautiful Sunday afternoon to wrap up the final game of this three-game series, Mets and Giants. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me, as always, is Mike Krukow. Giants have won 4 straight. They've won the first 2 games in this three-game series. And this afternoon, we're going to see a couple of guys that were drafted by the Giants. And both guys have had success against their opponents, although Wheeler's only had 1 start, but he pitched good against the Giants.
Well, he's got great stuff. You're going to see a high-velocity fastball from Wheeler. Not quite the same type of velocity with the fastball from Lincecum, but strikeout stuff. Lincecum's still averaging over a strikeout per inning. The key for Lincecum is very simple. Command. If he can cut the walks down, he'll do fine. And he's got great history against this Mets team, 5-1 with a 2.7 lifetime, and that means something in baseball.
All right, should be a fun afternoon here at the Yard as the Giants go for the sweep. It'll be Lincecum, Tim Lincecum, the 2-time Cy Young Award winner, against Zach Wheeler, Giants' #1 pick. Lineups, first pitch, coming up.
Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Head to Jack in the Box and try the new Jack's Blazin' Chicken Sandwich. It's Jack's hottest sandwich yet. And by Toyota, #1 in NPG, durability, and resale value. Toyota, let's go places.
We got a beautiful afternoon for baseball as the Giants and Mets will wrap up this series. Game Time Weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Hey, get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is now open every day. 76 degrees here at the yard. You see the winds are light, humidity at 31%. It's a sunny day. All right, let's take a look at the lineup that'll be facing Tim Lincecum. It'll go like this. It'll be Den Decker to lead it off, followed by Tejada, Murphy, and then Curtis Granderson. You can see 20 straight games. He's reached base. Follow Young, Duda, Campbell. Anthony Recker will hit 8th, and Wheeler will pitch him bat 9th.
On the hill today for the Giants will be Tim Lincecum. Start number 13, a 4-4 record, 5.01 ERA. Lincecum with a 2-to-1 strikeout walk ratio. We're going to see a fastball that's low 90s with a curveball, a slider, and a split. Lifetime against these Mets, 5-1 with a 2.7 ERA. And the key for him today is fastball command.
And that's high, but not by much. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Then Decker's hitting 192. He's 1 for, make that 2 for 8 in the series. With Tejada and then Murphy. And home plate umpire is Pat Holberg. Foster, Drake, and West, they'll go from first to third.
And Holberg's got a good zone. He's a young umpire, but he likes that low strike. He will give width on both sides of the plate. A very consistent zone. We've been impressed with him.
And Lincecum's fastball is high.
Inning number 1, always a big challenge for Lincecum. It's always been slow to find a rhythm in a game.
So he looks into Hector Sanchez, and this fastball is foul back.
We say we look at the Giants defense today, starting in the outfield from left to right. It'll be Colvin, Blanco, and Pence, with Pagan getting a day off. Crawford, Sandoval on the left side of the infield, Hicks and Morse on the right side, and Hector Sanchez will be in the squad, putting down the signs for Tim Lincecum, as he so often will do.
And the first specialty pitch is in the dirt. It's 3-2.
And this becomes a big pitch. Because of his problem to control his pitches the last 3 starts, this becomes a big pitch.
And the payoff pitch is high, ball 4.
And that was an easy take. Let's take a look at our Nissan keys to the game. Number 1, Lincecum's fastball command. As always, that seems to be the one thing that when he has it going good, all the other pitches follow, and we'll watch that closely. And also energy from Blanco. Top spot in the lineup for the Giants, has been a very big energy giver, and he looks to continue that same magic today. Those are our Nissan keys to the game.
So here's Tejada. Tejada hitting 233. He's had 2 hits in the series. Now Den Decker is going to test Lincecum and Sanchez. And the first pitch is in tight. Lincecum had some problems in Cincinnati in a lot of different areas. One of them was out of the stretch.
Now, that has been the one part of his throwing that has been inconsistent, is when he gets in that stretch.
See, now that's, I guess, called high. It's 2 balls and no strike.
That was a pretty good pitch, and he didn't get it. You know, umpires read the box scores too. They follow the teams. They know when a guy's been struggling with his command. And I think a lot of umpires, when they know this, they don't look for strikes.
And Tejada helps him out. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
So basically, every time you're out there, you have to prove to that umpire who's behind the plate that day that you have command of the baseball. Once you establish that, when you get him looking for strikes, that's when your strike zone will grow. And that'll be the challenge today for Lincecum.
Then Decker with a good lead. And Lincecum will toss to Morris. Mets have lost 5 straight. And they're 5 games back of the Atlanta Braves. Then Decker goes, swing and a miss. The throw in the dirt. And Crawford keeps it from going into center field. It'll be a stolen base for Den Decker, his second of the year.
Good throw, would have had him. Lincecum pretty good unload time. And if that throw is more accurate, they've got him by a bunch. So Sanchez coming out trying to hurry the throw, throws errantly, and just like that, the Mets get a runner in scoring position, a walk and a stolen base.
So it's 2-2 to Tejada. Got him.
And he got him with a fastball, and that's significant. As soon as he gets confidence in this fastball, and you certainly get confidence when people are swinging at it and missing at it, the better off he's going to be. And that's all he needs right now is confidence. You look at our Exmo, it's brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. And he threw that pitch right through the glove. And that's a big strikeout with a run at second.
Here's Daniel Murphy hitting .298. Most definitely the best hitter in this Mets lineup. And he takes low.
He's also the best hitter in this lineup against Lincecum. .353 lifetime.
He's 3 for 9 in the series.
He can hit.
And now the runner goes, and Lincecum's got him picked off. And out at third is Den Decker.
That is a play that is called from the bench. It's a spin play. He turns his head, and like a lot of teams will do against Lincecum, when he turns his head, they will automatically take off. That is a play that they scout. It's a play that they plan when they play against Lincecum. And Bruce Bochy just picks him clean.
1 ball and 1 strike now to Murphy, who swings and misses.
Same thing happened with Billy Hamilton in Cincinnati. And the same type of move that again was called by the bench. This time they get the out. Cincinnati, they did not.
And Murphy rifles one into right field for a base hit.
And you got to watch Murphy because he'll steal as well.
And here's Granderson.
Den Decker not happy.
Plus he got tagged right in the chops. That's a wake-up call and a half.
A little fist grenade from Pablo Sandoval at third base.
Yeah, that'll always make you think, what did I do this for? Here's Granderson hitting at .211.
Let's take a look at the tag, and the throw from Lincecum kind of took the glove right into the face of Den Decker.
Hey, don't mess with the face, man. Used to be don't mess with the hair, don't mess with the face.
It'll always be don't mess with the hair.
Two and 0 to Granderson. Giants put the overshift on for Granderson. And it's 3-0 with Chris Young on deck. Hit well into center field. Blanco on the move. Blanco looking up. Gone. And on a 3-0 pitch, it's 2-0 Mets.
Now Terry Collins, the skipper for the Mets, looking for a gift. I know that Lincecum's struggling with the fastball. And when you do, you don't think about location to the knees on the corners. You just think about throwing a pitch across the plate, and he turns Granderson loose. Home run number 7. And that was a big boy home run. You get more carry during the daytime here at AT&T. But I believe that might would have gone out at night too.
I believe you're right. Here's Chris Young. First pitch high, 1 ball and no strikes. Young 8 for 51 against Lincecum. And a strike to even the count. Swing and a foul. It's 1-2. And that pitch is up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just flying that front side, dragging the arm, and you look at the way he misses with that fastball, and more often than not, it's high. And it just tells you he's losing his front side early and dragging his backside.
Hit well to left. Colvin in the park. Side retired. Giants are coming up. They trail 2-0. Giants starting lineup is brought to you by Coors Light. No Pagan. It'll be Blanco this afternoon, followed by Pence Sandoval and then Michael Morse. You can see his RBI numbers in the last 11 games. Very good. Sanchez, Colvin, and Crawford. Hicks will hit 8th and Lincecum 9th.
On the hill today for the New York Mets will be the Giants' former first-round pick, Zach Wheeler. Wheeler, 24 years of age, 6'4", 195-pounder out of Dallas, Georgia. Has just about a year at the big league level. This is what he's done in 12 starts, 2-5 with a 3.89 ERA. When you take your at-bats against Wheeler, you're going to see some electricity with the fastball. It'll go anywhere from low to high 90s. And he's also got a really good curveball, slider, changeup. Everything he has is strikeout quality. It's just a matter of him being able to command it. When he's getting across the plate, he can be very, very tough. Let's take a look at the Mets defense starting in their outfield. It'll be Young, Dendecker, and Granderson. Tejada Campbell will be on the left side of the infield with David Wright getting a day off. Daniel Murphy joined by Duda on the right side of the infield, and Anthony Recker will be in the squad putting down the signs.
So here's Blanco. Blanco has not started in this series. He's taking all the way, and he takes a called strike.
That's an easy 95.
Blanco had a pinch hit single in the game last night as he pops this one straight back and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. With Hunter Pence on deck. Breaking ball hit on the ground to Lucas Duda, who flips to Wheeler. 1 out.
All right, time now for our Ford Ride choice. And last night, Hunter Pence in a 4-3 ball game. Runner first base does this, hits a ball down the line off of Henry Mejia. It would tie the score. The Giants would go on to complete the comeback victory, but that was a key hit, and that is our forward right choice. Hunter Pence. Stay hot.
So here's Wheeler to Hunter Pence.
Did not miss by much.
It's at 293, 8 home runs, 23 driven in.
Those are two good pitches. We've seen Pat Hobert call that very same pitch a strike. Not this time.
So Pence with a big swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike. Trying to get on now for Pablo Sandoval. Outside 3-1. See if Pence gets a fastball here. Three and 2.
That's a slider at 92 miles an hour. And you could see early on why this guy was the #1 pick. That's a 93 mile an hour 3-1 slider. I guarantee that just impressed Hunter Pence.
And the walk.
One of the great traditions here on Sunday is the players will get friends. The kids come out and see them in their positions.
Watch Hunter Pence. He's the best. Gets the kids to wave at that section, then that section, and then this section really got into it as they all waved back and cheered, and he said, all right. And then he thanks the fans. Thank you.
Yeah, there is not a phony bone in that guy's body. He is a good guy.
Awesome. Here's Sandoval hitting .242. Swinging a foul back. Gets no balls and 1 strike. Morris to follow. It's 0-1 to Pablo Sandoval. And he fouls this one off his fist, and it's now 0-2. Sandoval quickly behind 0-2. Picks this one off the ground and fouls it down the right field line.
How do you do that? Something he's been able to do since he got to the big leagues. I mean, he could take a pitch that literally is 8 inches above the ground and crush it. That was the first time you ever saw a breaking ball from Zach Wheeler. And that was not a hanger either.
So then he goes above the hands, and Sandoval fouls that one back. Giants have won 4 straight. They're 21-9 at home. And against the National League East, they've played well against the East. They're 9-3. Oh, and that gets by Duda, and Pence scurries into second base. Did Duda just miss that?
It may have caromed off of Pence. I'm not sure. There you see the move over, and he did. I'm not sure who they're going to give the air on, Wheeler or Duda. There's that one look right there. Might have been a ball he could catch, but it was certainly not directly at Duda, so it may be an air given to Wheeler. And indeed, it has been given to Wheeler. That's a 90-mile-an-hour slider. We saw another 90 plus in the Hunter Pence at guy. I mean, that's a pretty good weapon to have.
So Morris, who had the big hit last night to send everybody home, steps up, about ready to see some pretty good velocity on Wheeler's fastball. Instead, he gets a hook, and it's 1-0. Pence at second. As teams do now, they try to jam Morris, and Murphy's going to go in, and I don't know if he's going to tell him to change the signs.
Or don't give in to him. We have seen teams consistently pitch Morris inside, which is understandable. He's 6'5", and all tall hitters, and that's the first place you're going to get tested. But you know what? You don't see him break that many bats.
This one towards the hole. Jump throw to first, and a nice play by Tejada to end the inning. No runs, a walk, one left after one. 2-0 New York.
Right hamstring when he was running down to first base. Well, I've got good news, guys. He is doing very well. Threw a bullpen yesterday, 30 pitches. He started running. Bruce Bochy said he'll throw one more pen and then he could start a rehab assignment as soon as Wednesday or Thursday of this week. Guys, they credit how good of shape he was in before the injury to how speedy his recovery has been. Dwayne?
Good stuff. Yeah, we watched him throw a little bit yesterday, and he looked game ready.
Well, when we watched him walk out the field, we figured he'd have to have a trip to Lourdes to get back on the field anytime soon, and maybe that happened. That's a miracle.
Here's Duda. Overshift is on for Duda, and Lincecum throws a knuckleball, and it's 1 ball and no strike.
We figured that the hamstring was detached from the bone, 2 ACLs, an MCL, cracked his kneecap, and got athlete's foot on the same play.
Drops it in for a strike to even the count.
But that is good news because he is missed in that Giants bullpen.
And Duda goes around, so it's now 1-2. On deck is Campbell and then Recker. And this is tap foul.
And with Brandon Belt getting the pins out of his thumb this week on Friday, he's beginning to do baseball activities, taking some ground balls, one-handed.
One and two to Duda. All baby steps, huh?
I mean, hand injuries are tough injuries. They take a while. That joint is healed now. They got him in the first knuckle of the thumb, his left thumb, his throwing hand. And now they have to get some flexibility back into it.
Hunter Pence has got room of this one, and on the track he'll make the catch. Download now the Giants official mobile app at the ballpark. It's a free app, and it's for Giants fans visiting AT&T Park. Part of that mobile device, the app allows you to upgrade your seat, listen to players' walk-up music, it's a whole bunch of stuff. sfgiants.com/ballpark app. And here's Eric Campbell.
That wasn't popcorn that they just showed, was it?
Yeah.
So that is basically your kryptonite.
I've got like 10 kryptonites, and that's one of them.
We had a new food kryptonite a year.
It keeps us through bad movies.
That's true.
And we saw one last week. 2 balls and no strikes to Eric Campbell. On the ground to Sandoval. Sandoval to Morris. If you want to know what movie it is, just read the former mayor, Willie Brown's article today in the Chronicle. It's the same movie he didn't like.
Willie Brown doesn't miss often when it comes to rating movies.
He does not. Here's Anthony Recker. Recker at 217, a couple of home runs, 8 driven in. And a strike to Recker. And tough pitch to take, but Recker does. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Now they got the glove ready.
They do.
Everybody brings a glove. Come to the yard, bring your glove.
And a strike to record 1-2. Is that the C shift?
Looked like it. Hey, McCovey Cove, great place to be on a day like today. Warm day here in the Bay Area. Beautiful day for baseball.
A lot of folks out in the Cove today.
Cove is hopping.
And that'll do it. A 1-2-3 inning for Lincecum. And for the Giants, it'll be Sanchez, Colvin, and Crawford.
Goes big play the Togo's way, and last night Giants down 4-3, and Angel Pagan strikes out to start the bottom of the ninth. The ball gets away from Rucker, the catcher, and Pagan with great hustle is there when the throw goes wide. And let's watch this hustle one more time, and this is certainly deserving of our Togo's big play the Togo way. He would tie the tying run, he would score the tying run, and the Giants would go on to win that ball game. And that hustle proved to be the difference in the ball game. Giants 17 come from behind victories, and that was first tied with the Brewers in the National League. You're going to have a good year as a team. You have to have the ability to come back from behind, and they certainly have done that.
Here's Sanchez hitting .220, 2 home runs, 21 driven in. And he takes a strike.
I mean, that's a 90-mile-an-hour slider that a lot of guys would be happy with, to have that be their fastball.
Colvin and then Crawford. No Posey today. No Pagan. This is a base hit into left center field. And that's the first hit for the Giants. Here's our McDonald's True Stories. April 23rd, 2012 against the Mets, Hector Sanchez hit his first Major League home run in Game 2 of the doubleheader at New York. His 2-run shot off of Dylan G in the 7th inning extended the Giants' lead to 7-1. Lincecum shirt, jacket. Dylan G, related to our Amy G. You know that?
Really? I didn't know that.
Here's Colvin. Colvin takes wide, so we're going to see Wheeler out of the stretch again. Crawford on deck. And Granderson really cheating into Tripper's alley. He has the whole series. Like, look at that. There is no right fielder.
None. I mean, you're talking about that much of the field they're giving. And you got a left-hander hitting. I mean, that's 20 steps out of straightaway right field positioning.
Colvin on the ground, a fair ball. Sanchez is going to have to put on the brakes as they throw behind Hector Sanchez. As Young was really playing Colvin towards the line. I thought that was a double for sure.
I did too, but remember who's running on first base ahead of Colvin. You don't have hardly any speed at all with Hector Sanchez, but still a nice job of going with the outside pitch the opposite way. Right on the bag. Joe West, that's crew chief at third base today, signaling fair ball.
Here's Crawford. Crawford hitting .244. 2 hits last night. Decided to pull the pant legs up today. And he takes high and wide, 1-0. Yeah, the Beach Blanket Babylon hats are a hit at the park today. They gave them away.
They sang the anthem, and it's the best anthem we've had all year. And we've had great anthems this year, but theirs was just stellar.
I like those hats. I want to get one of those.
I think he'd look good in that hat.
Yeah. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's a big league curveball. You can see why the Giants took Zach Wheeler first round, 6th pick overall in 2009. I mean, he's got 3 really good pitches, and he's still young. I mean, he's learning how to pitch at the big league level, basically.
Crawford, base hit. Sanchez is going to score. Colvin to third. It's 2-1. Another RBI for Brandon Crawford.
It just seems like you get a runner in scoring position for Crawford, everything changes in the plate. In a 1-1 count, they try to go inside. The ball leaks out over the plate, and he just rakes it right through the hole on the right side of the infield. And Granderson does not have much arm out in right field. Tim Flannery is going to challenge him all day long. Remember where he was playing at the start of the at-bat, way over in the gap in right center. And even with Hector Sanchez, who does not have a lot of speed, an easy decision for Flannery. And he sends him trucking.
Here's Hicks. Hicks at 187, 8 home runs, 21, or make it 20 driven in. Swing and a foul at home plate. This is a spot with nobody out with a pitcher on deck where you really have to get that guy in from third. Otherwise, the pitcher's going to be asked to bunt.
And you're right with that. I mean, Lincecum not a good hitting pitcher. So you have to take it upon yourself and try and get that job done. And the job really is get a ball deep enough in the air to score Colvin from third. And it doesn't have to be too deep.
I mean, a double play ball ties the game.
Yeah. And Wheeler, with the type of stuff that he has in his pedigree, I mean, he's a guy who's had probably averaged 10 strikeouts per 9 innings coming through the minor leagues. He thinks strikeout, and with that type of stuff, you can see why he would. And that's what he's thinking right now.
He's pitching for the strikeout.
Well, he's got Hicks in the hole, 0-2. And a good take, 1-2.
The RBI leaders batting 8th in the National League. Well, the Giants, between Brandon Hicks and Brandon Crawford, they have covered it. Both guys are in the top 5.
Wow. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Up and in, 2-2. Lincecum to follow. Three and 2.
And that was his slider. And that was an easy take. So this becomes a very big pitch for Wheeler. The big fella's talking it over. Morse, Pence.
See what kind of pitch Hicks gets here. 3 and 2. And fouled just below us. Right in front of Stretch, Willie McCovey. There was a time when Stretch would grab that barehanded.
Well, I still think he could do it.
Stretch is getting out of the way now, just like me and you. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hicks steps out briefly. Got him. And now Crawford's going to go down to second, so Lincecum doesn't have to bunt. Crawford's going to be unhappy with that. He did such a good job. He was 0-2 and he got it to 3-2. Make that hits.
Yeah, and then he swung at a ball way out of the strike zone. You're right. He's not going to be happy. Big breaking ball. He just was not thinking breaking ball. You think he's going to challenge him with a fastball. And he missed it by 3 feet.
Here's Lincecum. He gets a ground ball to short or second. The Giants are going to tie the game.
Yeah, just contact. Don't have to have a lot of swing.
He's 0 for 16. And it's 1-0.
And we watch him in batting practice, and he's got a good swing. And as gifted athletically as he is, it's always surprised us that he's never been able to do more with the bat than he's done.
One ball and 1 strike. Campbell in at third, Duda in at first, but Tejada and Murphy deep. A 1-2.
94-mile-an-hour paint away.
Tried to throw the same pitch, just a little bit off the plate. It's now 2-2. On the ground, foul.
Whoa. It's Rob McClurg, our ball dude today. He was 2 feet from making a great play.
I thought Rob had it.
He thought he had it.
Rob explaining why he didn't get it.
Look out, Tyler Colvin.
Got him.
Take a look at the start that Zach Wheeler had against the Giants last year, and it was a good one. I mean, he was amped up, pitching against a team that traded him. And the first time you do that as any player, you're amped up. And boy, it really showed with his stuff. There was a sign of electricity all day long. And swung the bat well, too.
Well, he's not out of the woods yet. He's got Blanco.
Who's been swinging it well.
Blanco bounced out to Duda in the first inning. And that's foul.
Oh, that was close. If it's bouncing, if it goes over the bag and it is in foul territory, it's still fair if it goes over the bag. Should get a pretty good look right here. I think it was called correctly. Marty Foster, first base umpire on the call, but that was close.
Boy, it just kicked hard to the right. So it's 0-1 to Blanco. Colvin at third. Crawford at second. Giants have scored a run here in the second. It's 2-1 New York. One and two.
94-mile-an-hour, two-seam fastball right in the inside corner. They threw it right above the hands. That was a perfect pitch. And that's how you establish inside the mind of a big league hitter, by throwing a strike on that side of the plate.
So Blanco battling Wheeler here, 1-2. And that's foul. Yep, having fun inside the park, having fun outside the park. That means it's a pretty good area to have fun in.
Yeah.
1-2. Fair ball. Colvin scores. Crawford scores. Blanco headed for three, and he is going to be out at third. Giants take the lead. It's 3-2. Green Bay Brewing Company. My partner, the leader of the Gamer movement, will be joined by special Giants guests for a pregame Q&A panel. The special Gamer package includes 3 Baseball Insiders Q&A session, a Gamer cap and patch, and a ticket to the ball game. Call 415-972-2298 or visit sfgiants.com/special events. Wheeler with a bunt. Foul.
All right, we take a look at the swing of the bat from Gregor Blanco. Great at bat. And he beats him in a 2-strike count. And right off the get-go, they know that Granderson's play over in right center. So off the crack of the bat, he's thinking 3 bags. Now, what's the rule? You never want to make the first or the third out at third base. And he just broke the rule, but he cannot take away an amazing effort with the bat. The Giants take the lead because of it.
Wheeler hits one out to Blanco, who now drifts back, and he'll put it away. Wheeler looks like he can hit a little bit.
Yes, indeed he does. How can he only be hitting 056?
Just 1 for 19. Here's Dendecker.
We've been impressed with Dendecker's swing. He's a no-strike guy. He sets up wide. You watch that front foot. He'll lift the heel up, but the foot stays down. Head stays very still.
Strike to Dendecker. Morris has got it. He'll go to the bag. 2 out.
You know, it's amazing. I don't think we saw Mike Morris play first base at all in spring training. If he did, we weren't there. And when he was asked to come in out of the outfield, where he'd spent all of his time defensively in spring, and certainly the first month of the season, and take over first base when Brandon Belt went down, you figured you'd see some rust, and we have not seen it. Now, I know he was originally signed as a shortstop, so his ability to play in the infield, he has experience. But, boy, he has really done a nice job, and that was a good play.
That was a good play. Here's Tejada. The Fumi Blanc Commodore is coming in.
Really?
Wait till you see. This is the place to be today. It's out headed towards the Cove. They are hanging from the rafters in this place.
Wow, I know one thing they're serving. Fumé Blanc.
You think?
Yeah, I'm going to bet a paycheck on it.
Pitch is down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's a great ballpark. I mean, you can sit here, we can do our job, and we can tell what people are drinking in the boats across the Cove.
What a great boat.
1 and 2. I don't know how close they'll let the Fumi Blanc get to the Cove. 1 and 2 to Tejada. He struck out in the first. Giants with a 3-2 lead. 2 and 2. Clayton Kershaw, Jorge De La Rosa today in Denver. And the Dodgers are leading that one 2-0. And that's a strikeout for Lincecum. 9-pitch inning for Lincecum. He's got 3 strikeouts. And it'll be Penn, Sandoval, and Morris coming up.
on Giants' resiliency. That just tells you about what kind of team we have. We find a way. We've been doing it all year. We've been fighting to the last out. We do not give up. We truly think no matter what the score is, we're going to find a way to win. And that, folks, is what you call chemistry. And that is our Geico quote of the game.
Here's Pence. Hunter Pence walked in the first. And a breaking ball is high. 1 ball and no strikes. Sandoval, Morris. Another breaking ball is high. 2-0. Boy, the bottom of the Giants lineup really set things up. Colvin and Crawford with hits. Swinging a high pop-up out of play. There's that high fastball that Hunter Pence doesn't mess around with.
Yeah, you throw one across there, you're asking for trouble.
His eyes get big. It looked like it had a little intention.
I don't know why they would give a rib tickler to Hunter Pence, but it definitely got his attention. I would expect him to go try and steal a base here in the first 2 pitches. It's a 2-1 count. You're thinking fastball, and this thing goes right directly into his rib, and you know exactly what he's thinking. And he's trying to figure out why he got one. And you see the ball change direction, and you know it was a direct hit. That is the farthest thing that he had in his mind, and that's a direct hit.
Sandoval takes outside. 1 ball and no strikes.
That's the 3rd hit batsman that Wheeler has had this year.
One ball and 1 strike.
Roberto Kelly came over and talked to him. And he told Roberto, I'm good. Ticked off, but he's good.
One and 1 to Sandoval. Sandoval pulls it foul. 1 and 2.
You have a ball hit a player directly in the ribs at 94 like Wheeler did to Pence. Not only gets the attention of the hitter, it gets the attention of the bench. And there you see the high speed of the fastball he's had today, 97, the low at 89. And every Giant is up at the top step hanging over the rail right now. And I guarantee there's not a lot of conversation going on in that dugout.
1 and 2. Well, it also gets the attention of the Mets players on the field.
Well, you're right. If you're a Mets player and you're in the lineup today, you're thinking that one of you is going to get plunked.
You definitely think there's a chance. Outside to Sandoval. So now it's 3 and 2. This is a happy bunch.
Yeah.
What do they call those? Ices?
Snow cone, ices, slushies. These guys do not care what you call it, because it's good.
Trying to figure out how long they can keep it just like that. 3 and 2. Likely Hunter Pence will be on the move. He goes. Sandoval fouls it back.
That's a pretty good 3-2 pitch right there, and Sandoval was not fooled. He had good balance in that swing.
Three balls and 2 strikes. Pence will be on the move again. He goes. Sandoval ropes it into right field. Pence will not stop. He is headed to third. First and third, nobody out.
Nice at bat.
Here's our Solar Company electrifying play of the week. Last night, this ended the ball game. It sent everybody home. Michael Morris, a walk-off single. So here's Morris, who bounced out in the first inning.
Yeah, they love Morris. And you got to stand in line to love this guy. There's a lot of folks that have been enamored with what he's done with the Giants uniform on him in this season. He has been amazing.
Bullpen activity now for the Mets. Here's Morris. Outside and low, 1-0.
Dana Evelyn, the left-hander, starting to get heated up for the Mets. Morris and Hunter Pence are good buddies. You see them together a lot. And when Pence got hit in the ribs, it was as if he hit Michael Morris.
Curveball hit on the ground to third. They'll go around the horn. They will get the double play. Coming in to score is Pence. It's 4-2. And here's Hector Sanchez. Morris gets no reward for that.
I think that's bad. I think any way you get a run in, you should get an RBI. I've never understood the double play, you don't get an RBI rule. But it's crazy.
I think it should be an RBI. In my case, I'd have had 3 more.
I thought you'd had more than that.
3.
But think about it. The guy out there on the mound, he's pitching for the strikeout, and you're trying to stay out of the strikeout. I mean, you're trying to get the run in, and I think in essence, even though you did hit a double play, you got the job done.
You did. Sanchez a nice at bat in the second. He lined a single into left field.
He could have struck out. He could have popped it up. I mean, could have done 6 of one, half a dozen other things. Didn't get him in. Well, he got him in.
So he's got a good bruise.
Oh,
He got it good.
he did. You can't take 94 like that and not bruise up. He's not a big bruiser, though. Greatest of all time was Matt Williams. He get hit with a pitch and it would stay with him for 3 months. And it had every color in the alphabet. It was awesome. It was like a box of crayons on his side.
Sanchez cued up the end of the bat, foul and out of play.
Of course, you know, we'd walk by and, hey, what happened here? And we'd all stick our finger on it. Kind of keep that bruise going a little bit.
Give it a little autograph.
Matt Williams going to be here in town tomorrow with his Washington Nationals.
Sanchez out swinging to end the inning. Giants pick up a run. Wheeler now with 4 strikeouts after 3, 4-2 Giants.
Inner gladiator with medieval helmets or wearing magical cowboy boots. They're sporting the same t-shirts. Here's the latest that these guys have come up with. It's May the Morse be with you. It was Hunter Pence's brainchild. Of course, Mike had just mentioned how close Hunter and Michael have become. Michael loved the shirt. He said he was a little bit embarrassed to wear it, but Hunter convinced him. He said since day one, these guys have made him feel welcome and part of the family. Guys?
It's always something. You know what? It's the product of an everyday sport where you're going to be with guys every day for at least 10 to 12 hours a day. And you just come up with stuff.
Yep. It just happens. Sitting around playing dominoes, and all of a sudden somebody will say something, and whoop, it'll be on a t-shirt in 2 days.
Well, plus nowadays with the ability to go online and order something just like that, you can do that stuff. With us, all right, now, where's the t-shirt place where but we used to do it too. Three balls and one strike. And this is a base hit into right field for Murphy, who we've decided he can hit.
He can hit.
Time to log on to CSNBayArea.com and decide the player of the game. Your vote counts. Winner will be revealed during Giants postgame live. You can follow the action on the diamond like never before with enhanced Bloomberg stats. Giants in-game live on CSNBayArea.com. Log on and vote now. Here's Granderson. Just threw a 99-mile-an-hour fastball to Morris. Granderson with the home run in the first. Hey, breaks out the curveball at 71 miles per hour.
That's a good one, especially on the first pitch. Threw one to Daniel Murphy too. He just stood and looked at it. And the significant thing is that he threw it out of the stretch.
Lifted down the left field line and out of play.
And back with another off-speed pitch. Remember the 3-0 fastball he got in the first inning. This is what Granderson did on the 3-0 count. He hit it in the center field bleachers. That was home run number 7 on the year for him. So with that fastball, you may not see another one in the strike zone.
Down the left field line, and it is a foul ball.
And that was a fastball in the strike zone. And that was a mistake when you're ahead 0-2. They wanted to throw that thing up above the letters, and that's the problem with calling that high fastball. If you miss down, you're in a fat part of the strike zone, and that is right across the belt. That's not that far away from the 3-0 fastball he hit over the fence back in the first inning. I think right now they shouldn't throw the high fastball. He's been struggling to get knee-high command. Lock in that field with the fastball at the knees and don't mess with it. Good curveball. That's strikeout number 4.
Well, he's got the feel of that one. And it's likely we're going to see it again.
I mean, the beauty of his release, it's so high that when he gets that thing spinning and he gets a feel on out front, watch the release come out in front of his foot. The angle is from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. It's a straight downer. Previous generations of the big league level used to call that a drop, and that's exactly what it looks like when you're trying to hit it.
Here's Chris Young. Swing and a miss. No balls in one strike.
I mean, he's throwing some pretty good breaking balls out of the stretch, and it leads me to believe that he's starting to get a pretty good rhythm. It has been what has been problematic in his last 3 starts. When he gets a leadoff hitter on, it's like, uh-oh, hold your breath, because he just hasn't had fastball consistency or really any kind of command out of the stretch. But that has not been the case here. Making friends.
Making friends. Where's a good place to meet somebody? Well, just take your dog out in the cold.
Why not?
You meet a whole bunch of people out there.
Always something going on. Some good friends.
Young took this one. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. This is a nice, cozy day at the park today. Sellout crowd. Lots of short sleeve shirts. The Mets announcers will come in here. They'll look around and go, you know how good you got? And we remind them about the 87 years at Candlestick.
I think that's, you can't truly appreciate this to its fullest extent until you've sat a few cold nights at Candlestick. And most of these great Giants fans have done that many, many times.
Hit on the ground. Sandoval's got it. He'll knock it down, and everybody's going to be safe.
Now, he did well just to get to the ball. And he's upset he couldn't get to his feet quicker. And they're going to rule out a fielder's choice.
Yeah, I don't know about that call.
I had it down as a single. Oh, well hit. I mean, just a really nice piece of glove work to stop the ball. One crossover step, and then he's on his belly. He just couldn't quite get a handle on it quick enough to get off a throw. And even out of all that from the knees, he still almost gets him.
Here's Lucas Duda, who hit a fly ball to Pence in the second. 2 runners on here in the 4th.
They've changed it, and it is a base hit. That's what it should be.
Yeah, well, why did I erase it? 1 ball and no strikes.
Chuck Dibdahl, our official scorer today.
Giants with a 2-run lead. And it's 2-0 now to Duda. You got to be careful. This guy's big. He's got power.
And he just missed one his previous at bat. He got it a little bit out off the end of the bat. And even at that, he hit the warning track in right field. He's got tons of power. There you see the shift. Giants infielders loading up on the right side. And we saw Terry Collins, the skipper of the Mets, turn Granderson loose in the first inning on a 3-0 count. They'll do the same thing here with Duda. 63 pitches.
Hits this on the ground to Morris. Morris goes to Crawford. Crawford to Lincecum. And that is a double play. Nice turn. It remains 4-2 Giants.
of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LLC.
Well, Father's Day is next weekend, so check out the Father's Day gift pack. Tickets to the Father's Day necktie giveaway against the Rockies on June 15th. And the second game is later on in the season. 2 tickets, or make that 2 Giants games plus a necktie for Dad. Visit sfgiants.com/mini-pack. So here's Tyler Colvin as he will lead things off. It'll be Colvin, Crawford, and Hicks. Colvin with a base hit to the opposite field in the second inning, and then he eventually scored on the double by Blanco. Good curveball, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
He certainly was not looking for that in a 1-0 count.
Down low, 2-1.
Now you've seen all 4 pitches today. I mean, he's used them. That was a changeup at 87 miles per hour. You can see all the components are in this guy's arm. It's just a matter of figuring out how to use them, getting more consistency, learning which movements to apply to certain type of swings.
Well, left field line and out of play. It's 2-2.
And he's definitely a talent that you would be very, very patient with. And really, he's being asked to learn how to do it all at the big league level, and that's tough, especially in New York.
Look out. 3-2. That's the one you can get out of the way with at your legs. You can't get out of the way if it's at your ribs. Three-two pitch. Here it is to Colvin, and he got him.
Now the same 1-0 curveball he comes back with in a 3-2 count. That's strikeout number 5. Put that glove right behind the middle of the plate, and that definitely is a pitcher strike. But Pat Hoberg, young umpire, says it looks pretty good to me.
So here's Crawford, who knocked in a run in the second inning with a base hit past Lucas Duda at first. And he looks at a strike, and it's 0-1. Hicks on deck. And bang, bang, 0-2.
So if you were wearing your uniform in today's times, how would you wear it? Like legs up like Crawford?
No.
Legs down like Wheeler?
No, not like Wheeler. Pants are too long.
So kind of like you wore it. Halfway.
No. I don't like it baggy at the bottom. I'll find a guy today, and then I'll let you know.
All right.
One-two pitch. Here it is to Crawford, and Crawford stays alive. Nice double play to end the inning.
Now this is the hardest one to turn. A backhander from Morse, a good feed right to Crawford, who comes over to first, and there standing at first base is Tim Lincecum, and that really is the guy that you have to wait on, and he had no problem getting over. He got set up, a lot of bounce there, and a perfect strike from Crawford. And the very difficult 3-6-1 double play was turned perfectly. Now you talk about the uniforms today. They're so much more comfortable than the ones that we had. And you start with the leggings. We had sanitary socks, then stirrups, or tape them up. I know some guys, if they had skinny legs, they'd wear 7 pairs of sanitary socks. And then the stirrups. There's a lot going on. Now, it was get a pair of socks, pull them up, good to go. Just a pair of socks.
3-2 to Crawford. And the walk. Frank Robinson was the first player not to blouse the socks with the bottom of the pants. George Hendrick was the first to just pull the pants on, have them very long, and just let them sit there.
Remember the high top shoe, the era with Eric Davis, and then Bonds had that for a while?
Yeah, that looked terrible. It's the first time Charles Barkley ever said it, was when he saw Bonds. So that's terrible. Here's Hicks. No balls and 1 strike.
I wonder if Charles Barkley ever played baseball. That is not a body built for baseball.
I don't know.
Looking at his golf swing, I could tell you he never played baseball.
That's probably true. I have a pretty good idea what he would say about baseball. There's a pitch wide, 1 ball and 1 strike. Something about being boring.
I don't know. He may surprise you. He doesn't miss a whole lot. I'd like to hear him broadcast a baseball game sometime.
Crawford with his lead. Hicks high down the right field line. Granderson a long run, and it's going to be out of play. It's the good-looking crowd we're talking about earlier. A lot of white in the crowd today.
And the flag's out in right center field to show you the standing of the National League West, and the Giants on top.
And Hicks gets caught looking.
Sort of backdoor action with that 2-seam fastball in a perfect location.
That's a strike. Here's Lincecum. Wheeler is due to hit 3rd in the bottom of the 5th inning, and we're seeing the bullpen start to move around. So this could be Wheeler's last inning.
He's on 81 pitches here with 2 outs in the 4th inning. That's a lot of throws in 4 innings.
Lincecum looking for his first hit this year. He struck out looking in the 2nd. And that pitch is up and in, 2-0. As Mike mentioned, the Nationals in town tomorrow, and that'll be game 1 of a 4-game series. There's a strike, 2-1.
It's like a big family reunion every day.
Come down the left field line, club level. It's 2-2.
Well, he's due. Hasn't had a hit yet.
Here's the 2-2. On the ground, into the hole, a base hit. His first of the year. How about that?
Well, they like it.
Yep. Smile.
He's a little frustrated with it. It took him so long to get one. But with 2 strikes, fastball, you go the other way, head stays down. That's a nice swing. And you would think that type of swing would be more hits than one through the first week of June.
Well, Lincecum is going to take credit for knocking Wheeler out of the game. There you go. Well, we'll see what Terry Collins is going to do. Maybe not knock him out of the game. Yes, it is going to knock him out of the game. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and repair experts. We will be back. And Yahoo Sports Talk Live will be right at the Plaza at 5 p.m. Pre-game live will start at 6:30, and it'll be right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Say Hey Tuesday is back.
New pitcher now for the New York Mets will be the left-hander Josh Edgin. And this is what he has done in 11 games. Had a nice start. Just 3 base hits in 6 2/3, 6 strikeouts against no walks. And he's got a low to mid-90s fastball and a big curveball slider and a changeup. So he's got 4 pitches that you would see from a starter. And it's commonplace now to see guys come out of the bullpen throwing 4 pitches. And Edgin no exception. He's got good breaking stuff, and that tells you why he's got to strike out an inning.
Blanco knocked in a pair of runs with a double in the second. And here he hits one right out to Dendecker on 1 pitch, and that'll end the inning. No runs, a hit, a walk, 2 left. Inning number 5 coming up, 4-2 Giants.
It's at the top of the 5th inning. Time now for our AT&T U-verse rewind. We'll go back and take a look at a good Giant, Tom Goodwin. And one of his best moments was a swing of the bat in Los Angeles that was a game ender. And then he got a ball that got down the corner. It was fun to watch him fly because he could flat out pick him up and put him down. A good Giant. Now the first base coach, Tom Goodwin.
It was great when he hit that home run. He was still getting paid by the Dodgers. That's the significance of it.
That was fun.
And it was great reading about it the next day in the LA Times. Here's Campbell. I think it was Bill Plaschke who's made a little bit of an issue out of that.
Well, I think it's a good point. But we knew then, when he was still a player, that someday he'd be a coach. And he's a good one. That's like him.
One ball and one strike to Eric Campbell. Campbell bounced out to Sandoval in the second. Troy Tulowitzki has just hit a home run off of Clayton Kershaw. The Dodgers are leading in that one 2-1. And Campbell takes a strike. It's 2-2. No David Wright today. A day off for David Wright. He wasn't happy about it. And a shot to left field. And Colvin's going to get it on a hop. And he's going to make a good strong throw, keeping Campbell to a leadoff single.
Everything about that was the big leagues. It was not a hanger either. A good curveball, a 2-strike count. Nice 2-strike hit and off the breaking ball. And with Tyler Colvin pulled over, let's take a look at the pitch. So he goes and spanks this into left field, and see where Colvin had to come over. He was over towards left center field, cuts it off, sets up quickly, and then throws the second to stop the runner. But Campbell really made a nice turn at first base. This is how you're supposed to do it. I mean, that's an aggressive turn right there. That's good baseball. If there's any flaw made by Colvin, he takes second base.
Here's Recker, who takes a strike.
And looking at that curveball, it did have some hang time. So I stand corrected.
Andrew Brown is now in the on-deck circle. He'll be pinch hitting for Edgin. Down low, squirts away from Sanchez, and Campbell into second base. That's what you're going to get if Lincecum keeps that split or changeup in the dirt. Hard to keep close if you're Hector Sanchez.
Well, I think he's been pretty good today. I'm talking about Lincecum in regards to keep the ball out of the dirt, because there are times when he's really struggling mechanically. You'll see a lot of scuds that the ball that actually will be 4 or 5 feet that will bounce out in front of home plate, and it's not happened today.
Get up the middle. Hicks has it. His strong throw is in time. And then on the plate, Campbell goes to third. So Abreu's going to hit. It won't be Andrew Brown.
Yeah, this is a big bullet that Terry Collins is using right now. And down 2 runs, you can see just how important that he feels that runner at third base is. And Bobby Abreu really has done a nice job for the Mets. 40 years old.
So Edgin is out. Giants will play the infield back, obviously up by 2. So Abreu, it's a ground ball here. If it gets past the pitcher, likely a run for the Mets. There's the first pitch breaking ball for a strike.
Throwing some great breaking balls today. And add another one. Add it to the list.
Then Decker's on deck. fastball outside to Abreu. 1 ball and 1 strike. So a veteran presence off the bench for Terry Collins. Bad 2 balls and a strike.
Thing about it, Bray, I mean, he's just never been in a hurry. Real solid 2-strike hitter. Uses the whole field. You see how they set the outfield up. They're taking away that left center field gap. They think that he's going to hit the ball there. There's a huge opening in right center. And he's a tough guy to strike out. When you get him to swing and miss, you've made a good pitch, and that was a good pitch. Split. Good arm action. Ball just got right to the knees on the outside corner and died. Pure strikeout situation.
And he got him. He got him on a pitch that bounced.
Wow. So Lincecum gets the strikeout he was pitching for. He set the target away. I mean, this is almost a scud bouncing out there by the front foot of Abreu. In fact, it was out in front of the front foot. That is a rare chase from Abreu, and a much needed strikeout from Lincecum.
So here's Den Decker. And a breaking ball for a strike.
Again with a curveball. The beauty of the curveball in the first pitch is they're not looking for it, and nobody's even made a swing at it. And quickly he gets on top of a hitter. And again, I want to emphasize he's doing it all out of the stretch. It's a big improvement from last couple starts.
0-2.
Next pitch will be number 80.
And Decker just stays alive. Oh, 2. Out of play.
Decker did nice to fight that 91-mile-an-hour fastball off. He was late on it, but he'll live to see another pitch. And that high fastball definitely sets up the split. Sets up anything down below the strike zone. Goes to the curveball and just leaves it a bit outside. You've got to be very trusting of that umpire if you're Den Decker to take that one. Just a bit outside. That guy was feeling it. He was
definitely feeling it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Down the left field line and out of play.
He was on that one. That's a lot of movement of the same kind in this at bat. That's like 4 curveballs now.
Got him. How about that? 6 strikeouts for Lincecum. He leaves Campbell at third. And a nice outing for Lincecum. The Giants are leading 4-2.
you by the Solar Company. Not just any solar company. The Solar Company. Switch to solar and save.
Giants 4, Mets 2 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change, tune-up, and repair expert.
New pitcher now for the Mets will be Dana Evelyn. Third time that he has come in. And this is what he has done. He's only throwing an inning. And Evelyn's a guy who's going to give you basically 2 looks with movement. He's got a fastball that's low 90s. And he's got a slider.
And it'll be Hunter Pence to lead things off. Pence has walked and he's been hit by a pitch.
Evelyn had been down in a AAA team. Vegas, AAA club for the Mets.
Pence just went a bit towards the end of the bat out to Den Decker. And Pence is retired. Pence got hit in the 3rd. He eventually scored. He got hit real good.
That was a 2-1 count. I believe it was a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and that was a direct hit.
Record thought Pence had some things on his mind, so he got out there. Here's Sandoval. Sandoval followed that at bat by Pence with a line shot into right field for a base hit.
I mean, it would be hard for me to believe that it was intentional. But it doesn't take away any of the sting if you're Hunter Pence. And the best way you can get back at a pitcher is to do what the Giants did, score.
Off the glove of Campbell. Sandoval is going to put on the brakes. He's got a 1-out single. And that'll bring up Morse. Had to roll a little further away from Campbell.
And that's a flame right there. It goes out there and just golfs it right there below the knees. And to the high backhand of Campbell, who could not quite pocket the bar. I thought initially when it hit off the glove it was going to be an opportunity for 2 bases for Sandoval, but a nice hustle play from Campbell prevented that.
So here's Morris. Morris is 0 for 2. Outside, 1-0. Foul out of play. Evelyn sets right at the chin. And a swing and a miss, 1-2.
That smells good. Panda fan.
What do you think's underneath it?
Brats.
All right. Tap foul. It's 1-2.
It's what I think's there or what I hope's there.
He's Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, are they talking about Morris?
Yes, they are. Yep, he's Beauty and he is the Beast. I think it's pretty creative. He has definitely won some hearts here in San Francisco, no doubt.
Tight 2-2.
He is everything and more that Brian Sabean wanted. Presence in the lineup with power. Boy, he has done that since day one.
And Morris out swinging. 2 outs for Hector Sanchez. Kershaw still leading the Dodgers past the Rockies. It's 2-1 in the 5th. Sanchez singled in the 2nd, struck out in the 3rd. Those at bats against Wheeler. He takes a strike. Tyler Colvin on deck. Pounding the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, he's four-seaming that fastball that side, and he has not even really shown that he could throw one on the other side of the plate. He has no interest in that side. In hard, in hard, in hard, and then throw something soft below the zone.
Tap slowly over the mound. Charging is Murphy. He throws, and he gets Sanchez to end the inning. No runs, a hit, 1 left. After 5, 4-2 Giants.
And from the fans, and we want to see what else you've got. Hashtag it when you tweet it to us, CSNBA fan photo. You are taking a look at Scott, Julie, and Chase Van Groningen from Dublin, California. That is a good looking family. Thanks for sending it in. And remember, when you tweet it, hashtag CSNBA fan photo, put your name and your hometown so you can get on, guys.
Van Groningen.
Neighbors of yours.
Yep. 4-2 Giants. Lincecum going after Tejada, Murphy, and Granderson. You know who raised his family in Dublin? Former Giants catcher Mike Sadek.
Really?
Yep.
The Sheik?
The Sheik. There's a foul back. No balls and 1 strike. Tejada has struck out twice, both times swinging. Low to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Murphy on deck. He's 2 for 2. Granderson after that. He's had a 2-run home run. So a good tester for Lincecum here in the 6th. This will be pitch number 87. And it's a bit high, 2-1. High to low, 3 balls and 1 strike.
You always worry about that first hitter that Lincecum faces in an inning. So this becomes a big pitch.
Lifted out to left field for Colvin, who looks up into the sun, and he puts it away.
Well, Wednesday, June 11th is Rat Pack Night at AT&T Park. Your special event package will include a collector's edition Giants Bat Pack t-shirt inspired by the iconic image from the Rat Pack era outside the Sands Hotel in Vegas, and a ticket to see your first place Giants taking on the Washington Nationals. So call 415-972-2298 or go to sfgiants.com/special events and check it out.
Murphy has 2 singles. He scored a run. Hicks gets rid of it. Got him. Nice play. 2 out.
What was easy about that?
Boy, he made a nice play. Giving ground to get a better hop and then get rid of it quickly.
The one hopper comes up on to a high backhander above the belt. He knows he's got to get rid of it quickly because of the speed that Murphy can put on a play. So he throws off his back foot, off his right foot. There's momentum going into center field. There was nothing easy about that play.
Nice play. Here's Granderson.
Well, it helps to have a strong arm in that type of effort.
There's a strike to Granderson.
Watch this one more time and watch him gain his balance on his right foot quickly. And then throwing off that right foot and a perfect strike over to Morse.
Hit high down the right field line. It is gone into the water. And Granderson has his 2nd home run today off of Lincecum, and it's now 4-3. Just like that, the bullpen gets up.
He throws another curveball down and in. And Granderson just golfs this one out. And he's got great power. I mean, the one he had earlier to center field was a big boy home run. And here he puts himself on the list of people who put it into McCovey Cove.
Almost got that little girl.
Yeah, it's close.
So here's Chris Young. And he takes a strike. Inside the Young, it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Just missed. The improvement from this start to the previous 3 for Lincecum has really been noticeable. Despite the 2 swings of the bat from Granderson, I mean, he has got a better command of everything today.
That's hook foul. And a 1 hopper to hit. This will end the inning. Lincecum will walk off the field through 6 with a 1-run lead. Giants are coming up 4-3 Giants.
Sportsnet Bay area is brought to you by Heffernan Insurance Brokers, offering business and personal insurance, employee benefits, and financial services. Visit us at hefins.com and by Xfinity, home of the most live sports.
Well, Lincecum's day has come to an end. He got the handshake from Gabe Rigetti and Bruce Bochy, and he's got to feel really good about what he did today. I mean, big-time improvement with the command of his pitches. And it was a quality start. And he leaves after giving his team a chance to win and keeping them in it. And if the bullpen can hold it up, he'll get a win.
And it'll be Colvin, Crawford, and Hicks. Two lefties and a righty against Evelyn. And Colvin takes a strike. Colvin struck out looking in the fourth inning. Got him. We mentioned Mike Sadek when we'd see Sheik at the ballpark. He always used to say, look, I want the back 40 your dad's farm. I just want to build an old house out there and just live there.
He wanted to be a Kuiper brother.
So someone was taking a picture of the three of us, and what a shocker that he would jump in the picture.
We need to see the Sheik more often.
Yeah,
He's good baseball people.
Good man.
And there you are with your brother, Jeff, in the middle. Glenn, who's now broadcasting with the A's on the right. And Mike Sadek, who really was a good catcher. Great framer. Good set of hands.
Crawford to Den Decker. 2 outs. But what he was absolutely the very best at was running the fantasy team.
Hysterical.
Here's Hicks. He's struck out twice. There's Gutierrez getting loose. And Hicks takes a strike. Hicks with 8 home runs, 20 driven in, still has a sizable amount of friends on this Mets team. He played for the Mets AAA team last year. Fouls it back. It's 0-2.
Evelyn has looked very sharp today.
And they're going to say Hicks went around, and that'll end the inning. So that's a hat trick for Brandon Hicks. We will head to the 7th. The new pitcher for the Giants is 4-3 San Francisco. Local Toyota dealer. It's been a game where the Giants came back after trailing 2-0. Wheeler allowed 4 earned runs in 3 2/3. He threw a lot of pitches. Lincecum, 3 earned runs in 6 innings. He struck out 6. He only walked 1. Granderson's got 2 home runs. And the Giants looking for the first sweep of the Mets since 2002. And it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your oil change, tune-up, and repair experts.
Well, the new pitcher now for Bruce Bochy will be Juan Gutierrez. It is a bullpen game. 6 solid innings from Tim Lincecum. And he hands the ball over to Gutierrez, who for the 26th time comes in 1-1 on the year with a 3.04 ERA. Look at the strikeouts to walks, 4-1. You're going to see low to mid-90s fastballs, curveball, slider, changeup. And really a nice command of a curveball, which he showed in spring training. And he's carried a feel for that pitch all the way through the season. It's a good one. And he'll throw it a lot first pitch, take strike 1.
So here's Lucas Duda to bat first here in the 7th. Not close. 1 ball and no strikes. Duda flied out and then bounced into a 3-6-1 double play. And a strike to even the count with Campbell on deck, and then Anthony Recker. And another breaking ball, 1-2.
He's got a good feel of that pitch. And you don't think of this guy as being a finesse curveball guy at all. You think of him being a power arm who's going to come at you with mid-90s gas. I mean, 2 times he's gone the strike zone with curveballs, and he was behind the count 1-0. 2 times Duda didn't come close to getting off a swing because he was looking for something hard.
Low, 2-2. So Gutierrez now at the belt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And it's 3-2.
Right now he's got a better feel of that breaking ball than he does the fastball. He just doesn't want to throw it to Duda. And that could be the case. A guy with good power like Duda has, 1-run game. Good breaking ball. Well, the Nationals coming to town and starting tomorrow. It's a 4-game series, and all 4 games have dynamic deal options. Tickets start as low as $8 for the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night games, and only $15 for the 12:45 game on Thursday. Check out the dynamic deals for all 4 Nats games. Go to sfgiants.com/dynamic deal.
Eric Campbell singled off of Lincecum in the 5th. He's 1 for 2. Bounced up the middle, and that'll be a base hit. So here's Anthony Recker.
Another use for a glove.
What's that? Put popcorn in it?
Or ice cream.
Recker is struck out and bounced out.
Keep your hand from getting cold.
Yes, it will.
Batter in the box.
So Campbell with his lead. And a swing and a foul back. It looks like Recker likes that ball up. There's Javi Lopez.
Just a bit outside with that slider. It really is the ultimate challenge for a bullpen to get a one-run lead after 6 and have to pitch the last 3. And it's a macho team effort when a bullpen can pull that one off. It's an outing that they take pride in.
Hunter Fence back, still back. He's going to make the catch. He's going to get it back into the infield. As the sliding Campbell gets back, 2 outs. And the hitter David Wright. So David Wright's going to hit.
So another one of the big bullets on the bench of the Mets today, with David Wright getting a day off. And right now is when Terry Collins says, I'm playing it.
And a strike, and it's 0-1.
Right, one of the best swings in all of baseball, and that was something you could say the day he got to the big leagues. Stays inside the ball beautifully, balanced hitter, hits the ball everywhere. You see Gutierrez walk off the mound. He thought he had strike 2 on that outside corner. And Hector Sanchez turned around and asked him, Pat Hoberg, played umpire, where was this one? And that is definitely one a pitcher would want. It's a 50-50 pitch. Half the time it gets called a strike, half the time it gets called a ball. But against a hitter like Wright, you want it called a strike. Going back out again.
1-2.
His breaking stuff has been really quick. And he has had good location with it.
One and two to David Wright. 2 outs here in the 7th. And a quick toss back easily is Campbell. Wright waiting, and the 1-2 pitch is down low, 2-2.
Fish were not biting.
So Gutierrez slowing things down at the belt. Got him. Perfect location. Wright strikes out. We will head to the bottom of the 7th. 4-3 Giants. with all kinds of stuff going on outside the ballpark. Good stuff going on inside the ballpark. The Giants are leading 4-3 when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your oil change, tune-up, and repair experts.
Carlos Torres coming in for the 33rd time this year for the Mets, and he's had a solid season. He was the losing pitcher in Game 1 of the series, 2-3 with a 2.72 ERA. And for Torres, he's the kind of guy that sort of inherited a job in the bullpen because he had great command of 4 pitches. He'll give you a low to mid-90s fastball, curveball, slider, changeup, as he once was a starter. Found a home in the bullpen. Tim Lincecum today was fantastic, and really the pressure was on him. He had not been pitching well the last 3 outings, really struggled with command, but he really established that out of the stretch it was not going to be an issue today, and really had a nice mixture of curveball, slider, split, and he made big pitches when he had to, but out of the stretch the whole day, very, very good. And for a guy who's been grinding, when I got to the ballpark today, I saw him in there and he was looking at his tapes. You know, he was really putting pressure on himself to come up with a good outing, and indeed he did. There you see what he and Matt Cain have done. 93 wins for Lincecum, 94 for Cain. They just have been fantastic, and out of those 2 arms came a couple of world championships. Forever we will be in debt to these 2 guys.
Here's Adrianza to pinch hit facing Torres. And Adrianza takes down low. Blanco on deck.
Torres, a Bay Area kid, born in Santa Cruz, went to Aptos High School. For a while went to San Jose State, then transferred to Kansas State.
And that's a foul back. There's Jeremy Affeldt. In tight. Blanco on deck and then Pence. Adrianza, a little pop-up. This could be a thing, and it is. I know, or at least I have a pretty good idea that Adrianza is going to take that.
Well, yeah, I don't think he's going to give it back. And when you get infrequent playing time, especially as a young player, and you only get 1 at bat, it's always going to be against a good short reliever late in the ball game. And you think back all the balls he's hit on the screws that got caught, will absolutely take that one and not give it back. What would Hawk Harrelson say about that?
A duck snort?
That's duck snort. That's good hit.
Here's Blanco, 1 for 3. Blanco's double in the second knocked in 2 runs.
It was the big swing of the bat.
Giants went from trailing by a run to leading by a run.
I did not know how Blanco got out of the way of that.
Pretty interesting.
A little cutter, and I mean, that just wrapped around him. Anthony Recker, he had none chance getting to that ball.
Good speed now at second, so Blanco's job, get Adrianza in or get him over. going to get him in. Here comes Adrianza. He will score. And it's 5-3. Have a day, Gregor Blanco.
Oh, stay hot indeed. Well, you think back on, I mean, he was on the bingo card about 2 weeks ago. And this is what happens when you brush a guy back. You get his attention. And I don't know if it was intentional. It was a cut fastball. They set the target away. He comes right back. A mistake out over the middle. And how satisfying do you think it is for Blanco? Looked like he was trying to knock the hat off Torres.
Here's Pence.
No hesitation from Adrianza, and Tim Flannery giving him the green light early. Stand up style.
Curveball to Pence is in tight. 1 ball and no strikes.
A timeout as I think Gregor Blanco gets a hand piece.
Hunter Pence walked in the first, hit by a pitch in the third. And a fly ball to center field in the fifth. Outside 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike.
That's a nice little cutter right there. You can't call that a full slider because the break on it is very, very small and it's flat. That's pretty much the same pitch that he threw to try and get in tight to Blanco with. And Recker wants to see another one of those.
And that was a bit more hittable, and it's 2-2.
And that was a backup right there. Left-hander Scott Rice, the third and final left-hander for the Mets, getting heated up. A backup slider has this rotation that you would see in a slider, just doesn't break. And that's a great pitch.
Blanco goes, swing and a bouncing ball past Tim Flannery.
Oh, he held it long enough.
Pretty good, I agree.
Rob McClurg, our ball dude in the third base side. The thing about a backup slider is you don't really know how to throw it. I mean, it just happens on its own. Where if you're throwing a slider, you're expected to break out the slider. Every once in a while, though, you'll throw one and it just is a cement mixer. It doesn't move. It's straight as a string. If you could do it every time, you'd put it in the repertoire.
Blanco goes and swinging a foul. The fence stays alive. Just a piece.
That barely made a noise there.
I don't know if he did it at all.
Of course, once you take 94-mile-an-hour fastball to the ribs like Pence did back in the third inning, I think the umpire gives you a little bit of a break.
I think he does. And a sling throw to first, and Blanco is back. The game in Colorado now is delayed due to rain. Dodgers are leading 6-1. That game in the 6th inning. 6-1 someplace else might make you think about, just calling it. It's a 5-run lead. But 6-1 in Colorado. That's like 3-1 someplace else.
Yeah, with the Rockies offense, you're supposed to get a 2-hour delay according to the Doppler.
Two and two. Pence stays alive.
And yes, we do check those things out.
Yeah. Didn't take long on this past road trip. That any app we could find, we bought it. Because there was a couple of days on this trip where we thought there would be no baseball. 2-2. On the ground, could be 2. Murphy flips it to Hada. Not in time as Tejada had to spin around. I think Murphy was shocked he caught the ball, to be honest with you.
It came up on him, and I agree with you. But, I mean, he makes a pretty good flip. But he did look surprised. A 360. And I think that's the only way he could do it, to get to his back leg quickly. I think that's pretty creative from Tejada. Come across the bag, step, plant, unload. Just too much foot speed from Pitts to get doubled up.
Sandoval, 2 hits today, 2 for 3.
And that's the Candlestick suite. It's right behind the right field foul line, tucked back in there. That was a new addition. It's fun down there. And it really is like you're sitting in the bullpen.
We should do a game for me.
I'm in.
One and 0 to Sandoval, which is high, 2-0. You look around the ballpark, you can remember some of the spots we've done games from. See how old that picture is just by looking at the year of the cars.
Well, plus the stadium's not completely enclosed, so that had to be in the early 60s.
Sandoval, it's a high drive into deep right center field again. And Granderson's going to put it away, and Pence is going to tag.
It's the second one this homestand that in any other ballpark probably would have been a round tripper, that Sandoval just gets to take a U-turn back to the bench. A bit frustrating. But nevertheless, it was a good at bat. They set the outside target. This thing drops down and in right there below the knees. And he just got AT&T'd. And you can see prior to the pitch where Granderson is playing. And it's one thing about this ballpark. It has changed the way that major leaguers play the outfield.
In Arizona, that's in the pool. Here's Morris, who's 0 for 3. Outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Morris hit into a double play in the third. It did knock in a run. And a curveball that's in there for a strike. Hector Sanchez on deck. Torres the look to second. And a good swing by Morris. And it's 1-2. He might like to have that one back.
Ooh, that was right there in the kill zone. Belt high out over the outer half of the plate where he can get extended. And he just missed it.
An RBI out there for Michael Morris, who's got 42 on the season. Nice play by Recker. It's 2-2.
That was a little cutter again. They set that target on the inside corner. That thing went completely across the plate away. But interesting that they were trying to throw that pitch front door to take out the inside strike. That's a dangerous pitch, especially to a guy with power, because if you miss that, more than likely you're going to miss out over the plate. And one thing we've learned from Morse, he makes two-strike adjustments. He's not just up there trying to hit the ball 600 feet every swing.
Drives it to left. Young back, and he puts it away on the track, and that'll end the inning. A run on 2 hits, 1 left. We'll head to the 8th. It's 5-3 Giants. Some of the exciting action today here at the park. It's 5-3 Giants. As we go to the 8th, when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change, tune-up, and repair experts.
24th time that Jeremy Affeldt has come into a ball game for Bruce Bochy, and good numbers. And Affeldt going to take on the top of the lineup. 18 strikeouts in 20 in the third, 22 base runners. Been very consistent.
It will not be Den Decker. It'll be Andrew Brown. Then Tejada. Then Murphy. Lincecum, Gutierrez, and now Affeldt. One ball and 1 strike.
Good sinker. Affeldt, like a lot of guys, you look at where the first fastball goes when they come in out of the bullpen. And if he establishes knee-high command, you know he's going to get ground balls and he's going to get swing throughs like that. That's where his movement is, down around the knees. Good sink. Big balloon curveball, and I think he may have stunned Pat Hoberg. Big curveball like that can surprise an umpire just like it can surprise a hitter. You throw the same pitch, you might get a call to strike a second time. Gene Machi heating up.
Aftel 3-1 has to come in. 3-2.
Again, the same movement that got the swing through strike to start the at bat off.
Got him.
Marty Foster with the ring him up. It looked like he enjoyed it.
And he held it there for a while, didn't he?
Tried to check, could not check from the side. How's it look? That's a close one there.
Not a swing.
That's a close one. Get him, Marty. With attitude.
Here's Tejada, 0 for 3. Pitch wide, 1-0. $41,911 here today. Can't beat that. On deck is Murphy. Nope.
Close pitch.
After I wanted it, it's 3-0.
And a 3-ball count. So Aftel going to take a walk. Clear the anger from his mind.
Right there for a strike.
Giants stack the defense on the right side of the outfield.
3-2.
Tejada taken all the way. It's not a bad play as a hitter either when you're a table setter. You got the beef right behind you. And you're down by 2. And Tejada's not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. Can't be if you're going to hit the first 2 slots in the lineup.
Crawford doubles it, recovers, got him.
Well, it helps to have a strong arm. It can overcome a bit of a bobble. And I thought with Tejada's speed, there was no way they were going to get him once the ball popped out of Crawford's glove. Sets up the backhand, the exchange. Not quite so clean. And we look at this play one more time as he quickly gets his feet and unloads the gun. And they got him.
Yes, they did.
Mets didn't even contest. A little bit of a panic sets in, but relies on an old friend, that arm.
Here is Murphy. Murphy watches that big breaking ball. Almost hit him on the shoulder. A couple of hits today for Murphy off of Lincecum. And he's got his 3rd hit.
Well, Giants taking on the Nationals. Game 1 of a 4-game series tomorrow night at 7. Giants pregame live at 6:30. Complete Giants coverage every night on Sportsnet Central and CSNBayArea.com with Giants insider Andrew Baggerly. The home of your San Francisco Giants is right here in Comcast Sportsnet. Tomorrow, Steven Strasburg on the hill for the Nats, taking on Ryan Vogelsong. That'll be a good series.
Granderson's got 2 home runs today off of Lincecum. He does have a lifetime home run off of Jeremy Aftel. And this is low, so it's 2-0.
Well, you know what Granderson's thinking. He's got to have a good feeling in his hands with 2 home runs already on the day. And he's thinking he's the tying run. And he'll be laying in the bushes on this 2-0 count. His first home run in the first inning came on a 3-0 count.
Good pitch, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Perfect location. When you take away a swing in a 2-0 count, when you throw a fastball and a guy's looking for a fastball and he has to take it and it's called a strike, that's a great pitch.
And a check on Murphy. Two balls and 1 strike. Hit on the ground, and it's going to ricochet off of Hicks. And now the tying run's going to be at second base. So how about that?
Well, you know, we've been watching this shift that the Giants have employed since the first day of the season. And more often than not, it has really worked in their favor. This time, it does not. Hit right between Hicks and Crawford.
And Affeld's going to come out of the game. And it's going to be Gene Machi coming in. So Giants hanging on to a 2-run lead, but the tying run is now at second base.
Machi comes in. He is the new pitcher for Bruce Bochy. 5-0 in the year with an 0.33 ERA. He has been fantastic. With Machi, you're going to see a mid-90s fastball, slider, and a good forkball, which has impressed the National League. And look what lefties are hitting against him, just 103. Righties aren't exactly lighting it up either, hitting 200. But he inherits a bit of a mess here as the tying run is on second base. I want to get that. I want to get that. I want to get that.
No, you don't.
Yeah, that's way too cool.
So the hitter's going to be Chris Young. Young is 1 for 3. He had an infield hit in the 4th. He's only faced Machi 1 time during the regular season. And a strike, and it's 0-1.
And first pitch, he gives him the forkball. And we see a lot of hitters step out thinking, what did I just see? Because it's not the normal split. It doesn't have the same type of rotation. It's almost like a knuckleball. It sort of tumbles. And the break is big, and it's not an easy pitch to command, but he has really mastered it. It's been a big weapon of his.
Skips away. And coming in to score is Murphy. And it's now 5-4. And now the heat for Hector Sanchez is on with the tying run at third.
Forkball really way to the right, and Sanchez tried to slide over and get a body behind it. But in the end, not a whole lot he could do. And Murphy with a belly slide swinging wide never got touched. So the pressure indeed is on Hector Sanchez. Because as a pitcher, you have to feel that you can throw that pitch and put it down the dirt, and then it's going to get blocked, because that's where you get the strikeouts.
Two balls and one strike.
And he almost threw it away. I mean, this had a little sling to it, and look at how far wide it was. Sanchez just could get an arm reach on there and put a glove on it.
And the 2-1. Here it is. 2-2.
That's the one he wants. I mean, that's the one that has been so consistent. It's rare that you see him pulling out of strike zone as wildly as he did the previous two pitches. 4 pitches, 4 forkballs.
Outside. 3-2. Lopez is up, and he's up for one guy, and that's the guy on deck. And that's Lucas Duda. Hit out to left field. Colvin says, I got it, and he does. And that'll end the inning. Mets move a run closer. Hey, what's going on there, big fella? That's a massive show up if I've ever seen one.
I want to get that, I want to get that, I want to get that. player of the game, and Gregor Blanco is that man today. We look for energy at the top of the lineup, and he delivered. The big swing of the bat was a double that knocked in two. It gave the Giants a lead, and they are clinging on to that lead right now. For Blanco, a 2-hit day, and he is our Honda player of the game.
So Hector Sanchez will lead things off. Sanchez is 1 for 3. Now in left field is Andrew Brown. And Young moves from left to center field. So Giants try to get that run back. Sanchez 1 for 3. And he rolls this one foul.
Souvenir found a good home down on the beach. Little cutter on the outside corner. Nice pitch.
Stay tuned for the post-game wrap. That's going to come up in just a bit. Mike will also talk about the game with Murph and Mac tomorrow morning on KNBR 680.
Talking about this game, yesterday's game, Friday's game.
No, you won't have enough time for that. Here's Colvin. Colvin is 1 for 3. And he tries to check his swing, and it's a call strike. Now Lopez is going down to the bullpen. With Duda up first, it may be that he'll start out the inning. Romo did not pitch in the game last night. He did throw 10 pitches on Friday. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
Torres showing excellent stuff here. Cutter and curveball. You just saw that. That was a dandy. Torres, I'm sure he has friends and family in abundance here at the ballpark this weekend. He has not had the best of luck. But he has brought good stuff into the game today.
He gave up the home run to Buster Posey on Friday night. Here it's 2 and 2.
Buster Posey enjoying the day off today.
And Colvin out for the 3rd time. Here's Crawford. So, new pitcher when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and repair experts. bottom of the 8th inning.
Scott Rice, the new pitcher now for the Mets, and this guy's an amazing story. He's got a year in the big leagues, but what's amazing about it is he was 14 years in the minor leagues before he got to the big leagues. 1-2 in the year with a 5.27 ERA. And when you're going to see a low 90s fastball, he will 2 and 4 seam. He's got a hard slider and he's got a changeup. Big guy, 6'6", 225, 32 years old. That's amazing perseverance. That's a lot of bus rides.
Pitch foul for Crawford's foot, so in a lot of ways like Gene Machi. You see Romo now joining Lopez.
Gene Machi, in his 13th year of organized baseball, finally made it to the big leagues, and he did that with the Giants a couple years ago. You know, and that's a story that big leaguers respect. When you play 14 years in the minor leagues like Rice has, you've learned the game. And by the time you get to the big leagues, you're ready to contribute. Probably about half ticked you got there. And guys in the clubhouse respect the journey.
Hit out into right center field. This one is going to fall and roll to the wall. Crawford's going to stop at second, and he has got a double.
It makes it a 2-hit day for Brandon Crawford. So he is not overly impressed with Mr. Rice. A little fastball over the play at the belt. And he proceeds to put this thing on the warning track, and that's going to be it for Rice. They had stacked the defense up on the left center field side, so they opened up the gap, and Crawford found it.
So right-hander coming in. When we come back, we'll let you know who it is. It's 5-4.
At 6 p.m., Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area join Henry Wolford, Kate Longworth as they will go into the Giants clubhouse for reaction about this one, and Andrew Baggerly will give you post-game notes. Also, Stanford baseball advancing to Omaha, that story and much, much more tonight at 6 p.m. right here, Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area for Sportsnet Central.
Well, Brandon Hicks has got a shot. It's 5-4. Giants.
And he's going to take that at bat off of Vic Black, 6'4", 210-pound right-hander in his first year at the big league level. 7th time he's come in. He's got great stuff. 12 strikeouts in 7 2/3. And you're going to see a mid to high 90s fastball and a big curveball. 2-pitch guy, but they are both live.
Down low.
You think a guy that could throw 99 would open up with a fastball, but No. Curveball. Vic Black out of Amarillo, Texas, with the Dallas Baptist.
Another curveball, 2-0. So Crawford, or make that Hicks, who struck out 3 times today, is now ahead in the count, where he can try to put a good swing on a 2-0 pitch that should, you would think, be in the strike zone. And he does on a base hit. And here comes Crawford. And the Giants get that run back, and that'll make for a nicer evening for Brandon Hicks. So the Brandons come through here in the 8th inning.
A little 2-out magic. Let's take a look at the pitch. He finally has to give into the fastball. It's right there at the knees out of the plate. And Hicks takes a little swing out, a disciplined approach up the middle, and here's your reward. A 2-out RBI, which the Giants have pretty much declared that as the theme of this year's season. Nice at bat.
So here's Joaquin Arias. And Arias takes low and away, 1-0. Arias hitting 167. And he takes a strike. Arias for the game at first in St. Louis. Kind of a late add to the lineup. Morris had fouled the ball off his foot the day before. He got 3 hits playing first base.
He was the big guy in that game.
One ball and 1 strike. And this is out of play. It's 1-2. Tough day for Scott Rice.
Yeah, 1 hitter, give up a knock, and all of a sudden you give up an earned run. That's a rough day.
It is.
That's will go home to New York tonight with the day off tomorrow before they open up a homestand.
Hicks goes, and Arias strikes out to end the inning. Giants add a run. They do it on a Brandon Hicks 2-out base hit. Lopez is coming in.
New pitcher now for Bruce Bochy is going to be Javier Lopez to face the left-handed hitting Lucas Duda. 25th time that he's come in. 13 innings pitched, amassed in those 24. For Javier Lopez, you're going to see anything up to 3 or 4 different arm angles, depending on the mood and the situation. Basically a fastball slider guy, but with the different angles he can give it to you, he can change the movement, and that's what makes him special, with that and the ability to locate on the corners. And you see Arias is coming to third base.
Duda is 0 for 3. And here he takes a strike.
And the other thing too with Javier Lopez that makes him special as a sidearm is that he'll pitch in.
Swing and a miss, nothing in 2. Lopez way out in front, and it's off the plate. Eric Campbell's on deck, and then Anthony Recker. Hey, there's Andre Iguodala.
Got his family. He looks good in black and orange.
He does. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Steve Kerr here last night with his family. Iguodala here today.
Iguodala's not a guy that can sneak into a ballpark and not be noticed. It's impossible.
Yeah, how do you become short? 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ooh. And Javier Lopez flinched, and you don't see him do that very often. He thought he had nailed that corner strike. And Pat Holberg, the plate umpire, said, no, just a little bit outside. And he's taking some abuse now from Bruce Bochy. He's giving him a couple of earfuls.
3 and 2. And the walk. And that'll do it for Lopez. Lopez's job was to face Duda, and that's it, no matter what he did. And that'll bring in Romo. So Sergio Romo coming in. And the Giants are leading 6-4. Into the game.
Take a look at the numbers for Sergio Romo on the year. 27th time he's come in. He's 19 for 21 in save ops. 3-1 record with a 3.24 ERA. And in his mind, the guy at first base does not exist, and that's the beauty of a 2-run lead.
Campbell is 2 for 3. He had a hit off of Lincecum in the 5th and a hit off of Gutierrez in the 7th. And a strike, and it's 0-1. On deck is Recker. And it's down low. Campbell takes it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Romo was in the game on Friday where he picked up a save, and he did not pitch yesterday. Swing and a miss. 1-2. So Campbell steps out briefly.
Romo with the no-dot slider. The first time you see it, the first 10 times you see it, it's tough to adjust to.
And Campbell swings at a pitch that was way out of the strike zone. 1 out here in the 9th.
Well, it's always a plus when they can swing at a pitch that's 3 feet away. I mean, how far is this off the plate? Probably 3, maybe 4 feet away. You just are not used to seeing the type of slider from Romo because it doesn't have the normal eye, the little red beady eye that you'd see on the spin of a slider. Here's the no-doubt slider.
Recker is 0 for 3. Popped it up. Hicks. 2 out. That may have been a hittable slider. And here's a pinch hitter. It's Wilmer Flores.
Let's have no more left-handers off the bench. It's all righties. Once they used up Abreu early in the game, it was all right-handers after that.
So here's Flores. And a strike, and it's 0-1. Flores at 254. He's got a home run. He's got 7 driven in. Duda's at first. 2 outs here in the 9th. Popped up and out of play. It's 0-2.
And he got that second strike with the fastball, and that sets up a steady diet of the no-dot slider.
Over 41,000 here today, and they're all standing as Romo gets set. And it's high. He comes back with another fastball, 1-2.
Tried to go sneak attack with the fastball, Cabrera style. Just a bit high.
Morris over by the Mets dugout, but it's going to be 2 rows back, and it remains at 1-2.
Boy, follow the bouncing ball. And there's your winner. Psyched. Good pitch, good save.
Flores stays alive.
And he had to extend a long way to fight that one off. Andrew Brown, another right-handed hitter on deck.
Got him, and that's the ball game. So Romo finishes off Flores with a fastball, and the Giants sweep the Mets in this 3-game series. And they go to 42-21, and a nice 3-game series for the Giants, and another comeback win.
Well, and a nice day for Tim Lincecum, who really had worked hard between his last start to try and find a feel of his stuff. He found it. He established it early, really battled through 6. And once again, the Giants, who got down early, can come back and put it in the comeback win column.
So the Giants playing well at home. Now 22-9 at home. They're 10-3 against the East. And they've now won 5 straight. Final score here at AT&T Park. It's the Giants 6 and the Mets 4. Eastern's Giants postgame live with interviews in the Rapids coming up. But first, let's go to the Sportsnet Central studio.